You don't need a luxury badge to get a car that lasts forever. Some of the toughest, longest-running cars on the road are hiding right in the bargain lot, and a few might shock you. These are the budget rides that just don't quit, even when everything else does. Here's a car that deserves way more love than it gets. The Mazda 6 is the quiet fighter of the midsize world, a sedan that looks sharp, drives like a sports car, and yet holds up like a Toyota. For years, it's flown under the radar simply because it didn't wear a Honda or Toyota badge, but ask any owner who's kept one past 150,000 miles, they'll swear it's one of the best cars they've ever owned. Who should consider it? Drivers who still enjoy driving. The steering is tight, the handling is balanced, and the car feels planted in a way few sedans do. If you want something that's fun and frugal, the Mazda 6 is a sweet spot between sporty and sensible. Under the hood, most come with the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. Known for being nearly bulletproof, it's chain-driven, no timing belt worries, pairs well with a 6-speed automatic, and sips fuel, expect around 29 miles per gallon combined. Avoid the early V6 versions if you can. They were powerful but thirstier and more complex to maintain. Common issues? Very few. Just check for rear brake wear. These cars tend to eat rear pads faster than fronts, and make sure transmission fluid has been changed regularly, especially if you're shopping the earlier automatic versions. Otherwise, these engines often pass 200,000 miles without drama. Inside, it feels premium, supportive seats, clean design, and one of the most driver-focused cabins in its class. Cargo space is generous, and road noise is well controlled. Best years to buy? 2013 to 2017. Prices today range from $7,000 to $11,000, depending on mileage and trim, and for that, you're getting a car that can outlast most modern crossover. And up next, a small SUV that hides big truck DNA and can take a beating like few others in its class. Now this one's a hidden gem that most people completely overlook, and that's exactly why it's such a great deal. The Suzuki Grand Vitara was one of the last small SUVs built with a true off-road backbone, a real frame, rear-wheel drive layout, and available low-range four-wheel drive. In a world of soft, car-based crossovers, this little tank still had old-school toughness. Who should consider it? Drivers who want something compact but durable, think mountain towns, gravel roads, or anyone who hates being stuck when it snows. It's not the fastest SUV out there, but it's simple, honest, and built to last. Mechanics love it because it's straightforward to service and parts are surprisingly easy to find even after Suzuki pulled out of the US market. Under the hood, you'll find either a 2.4-liter four-cylinder or a beefier 3.2-liter V6. The four-cylinder is the smarter pick, less power, sure, but also fewer headaches. Both engines use timing chains, not belts, and have a strong track record for reliability when maintained. The automatic transmission is smooth and rarely fails, though it's wise to check for pinkish, clean fluid, dark, or burnt-smelling fluid can hint at neglect. Fuel economy sits around 22 miles per gallon combined, not bad for something this rugged. Inside, the Grand Vitara feels utilitarian but comfortable. The driving position is upright, visibility is excellent, and the controls are refreshingly simple. Later trims even came with navigation, Bluetooth, and heated seats, proving that tough doesn't have to mean bare bones. Best years to look for? 2009 to 2011. They've got the updated four-cylinder and refined suspension. Prices today hover between $5,000 and $9,000, and because few people remember them, you can score one in great condition for cheap. Coming up next, a forgotten American sedan that runs like an appliance, sips gas, and quietly earns 5-star reliability from its loyal owners. This one might raise some eyebrows. The Chevy Malibu doesn't usually make bulletproof lists, but that's exactly why it's such a bargain. While everyone chased Civics and Camrys, the Malibu quietly became one of the most dependable American sedans of its decade. It's comfortable, easy to live with, and when you find the right engine, it'll go 200,000 miles without drama. Who should consider it? Anyone who wants a midsize sedan that feels solid but doesn't scream rental car. It's perfect for commuters, small families, or retirees who want comfort and low running costs without overpaying for a badge. The secret? Stick with the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder. It's simple, uses a timing chain, and avoids the complexity of the turbocharged options. Paired with a 6-speed automatic, it delivers a surprisingly smooth ride. Watch for rough idle, usually just a dirty throttle body, and make sure the transmission shifts cleanly through all gears. If it hesitates or flares on upshifts, walk away. Fuel economy sits around 26 miles per gallon combined, and it's a quiet highway cruiser. The suspension tuning strikes a nice balance, soft enough for comfort, but not floaty. Inside, the seats are plush, visibility is good, and the cabin feels more upscale than you'd expect from a used Chevy at this price point. One more thing buyers love. Parts are dirt cheap, and every shop in North America knows how to fix a Malibu. That keeps ownership costs low, especially compared to imports where small repairs can sting your wallet. The best years, 2013 to 2015, hit the reliability sweet spot. Newer than the clunky early 2010s model, but not as complicated as later ones with turbo engines. Expect to pay between $6,000 and $10,000 for a well-kept example. And next up, a little hatchback that might just outlive your house payments with the kind of dependability only old-school engineering can deliver. If reliability could be bottled, it would probably come in the shape of a Honda Fit. This tiny hatchback proves that good engineering beats fancy marketing any day. It's small, yes, but don't underestimate it. The Fit is one of those rare cars that can take a beating, haul your furniture, and still ask for more. Mechanics love them, owners swear by them, and used car shoppers often regret not buying one sooner. Who should consider it? City drivers? College students? Delivery workers? Basically, anyone who needs a car that never complains. The Fit is famous for its space efficiency. Honda's Magic Seat system lets you fold and flip the rear seats into multiple positions, turning this subcompact into a mini moving van. Under the hood sits the 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine, one of Honda's best. It's chain-driven, loves to rev, and paired with either a 5 or 6-speed manual or a CVT automatic. The manuals are nearly indestructible, while the CVT, though reliable, needs regular fluid changes every 40,000 miles to stay healthy. Skip that, and you'll hear whining or feel jerky acceleration. Fuel economy is excellent, around 35 miles per gallon combined, and it's a blast to drive in tight city streets. The suspension feels nimble, steering is light, and visibility is outstanding. It's the kind of car that makes parallel parking fun again. Inside, don't expect luxury, but do expect smart design. Everything is intuitive, materials hold up well over time, and even tall adults fit comfortably up front. It's simple, honest, and built with the kind of precision most budget cars can only dream of. Best years to target? 2015 to 2017. The second generation is well-built, fuel-efficient, and still modern enough for everyday use. Prices today sit between $7,000 and $11,000, and it's rare to find one that's been neglected. Coming up next, a tough-as-nails crossover that shares DNA with a workhorse pickup and might be the best-kept secret in the used SUV market. Now we're talking about a real throwback, the Nissan Xterra, one of the last true adventure SUVs built before everything went soft and fancy. While most modern crossovers brag about rugged looks, the Xterra actually is rugged. It rides on a full truck frame, uses a tough V6 engine, and can take abuse that would send most crossovers straight to the junkyard. Who should consider it? Outdoor types, off-roaders, or anyone who wants a reliable, no-nonsense SUV that feels like a tool, not a toy. It's a great match for campers, trail explorers, and people living in rural areas where a flat tire and a dirt road are part of the daily commute. Under the hood, you'll find the 4-liter V6, the same engine used in the Frontier pickup. It's strong, chain-driven, and known for surviving past 250,000 miles. The 5-speed automatic is equally tough, though you'll want to check for signs of coolant contamination from the radiator, a known issue on earlier models. If you spot a milkshake-colored transmission fluid, that's your cue to walk away. Otherwise, it's a tank. Fuel economy hovers around 17 miles per gallon combined, but that's the price of old-school durability. On the flip side, it'll pull up to 5,000 pounds and handle rough terrain without blinking. Inside, the cabin is simple but functional. Big knobs, easy-to-clean materials, and tons of cargo space. Later trims got Bluetooth and upgraded audio, but even the base models feel solidly built. The best years to target? 2009 and newer. Nissan fixed most of the cooling system issues by then. Expect prices from $8,000 to $12,000 for a clean one, and they're getting harder to find because owners just don't let them go. Next up, we're stepping back into sedan territory with a car that shocked owners by being more reliable than its reputation ever suggested. Now here's one that flew completely under the radar, the Hyundai Azera. While everyone chased Sonatas and Camrys, the Azera quietly delivered luxury car comfort with taxi-level reliability. It's a full-size sedan that feels like an old-school Buick, only with fewer repair bills and a lot more tech. Who should consider it? Drivers who want something upscale but hate luxury maintenance costs. It's ideal for retirees, long-distance commuters, or anyone who values a smooth, quiet ride above all else. Think of it as a Lexus ES for half the price, and often with fewer headaches. Under the hood lives a silky 3.3-liter V6 engine that's shared with several Hyundai and Kia models. It's a timing chain design, meaning no belt to replace, and it's one of Hyundai's most durable power plants when serviced properly. The 6-speed automatic it's paired with is smooth and dependable, though checking fluid color and service history is still a must. Bright red and clean is what you want. Fuel economy lands around 23 miles per gallon combined. Not bad for a car this size and power. The Azera glides down the highway with impressive composure. Road noise is minimal, the suspension soaks up bumps like a sponge, and it's got plenty of passing power when you need it. Inside, it's a hidden luxury lounge, ventilated leather seats, panoramic sunroof, navigation, and soft touch everything. The fit and finish rivaled more expensive imports of the same era, but the used prices today are shockingly low. Best years to aim for? 2012 to 2015. These have the updated styling, better infotainment, and improved interior materials. Prices typically range from $7,000 to $11,000 for a car that feels like it should cost twice as much. And that's our lineup of bargain cars that just won't quit. Proof that reliability doesn't have to cost a fortune. Whether it's the tough Suzuki Grand Vitara or the classy Hyundai Azera, these rides are built to go the distance. Grab your phone, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments which city you're watching from. And if you want more smart used car picks, check out our videos on used SUVs that never break down and cars so cheap it's scary how good they are.